Hi, it's Nick on the 31st of October with the second episode this week of the theme of integrating our shadow. I thought I'd take a step back and just kind of touch on the idea of, well, what happens if we don't even acknowledge or even understand or deny that we have any kind of shadow? Well, I think in simple terms we end up with what I would call a split mind, meaning and I think, most of us have minds that have got so many splits in them, so many parts of our mind are going in different directions and wanting different things. But, like fundamental split, the major one that we can all kind of identify with is, I'm good, you're bad. That's the major kind of split that happens when we don't acknowledge that we have a shadow. When we kind of go, well, I'm the righteous one, I'm right about everything, or I'm right about this. And we can't see that other people may have an opinion that's equally valid or a perspective that's equally valid. If we make ourselves the good one and then split off and say you're the bad one, and because you're bad you deserve to be punished or dismissed or whatever it is, that's what happens. So what do we end up with? We end up with wars, we end up with fractures, we end up with power struggles about who's right and who's wrong. We end up with wars. We end up with so many difficulties, either wars with ourselves, wars with each other, because we're kind of going, I'm this, I would never be what you are. I'm the good guy, you're the bad guy, whatever language we use. But that's, I think, at the heart of what happens when we disown things and say, I'm not like that. Whenever we say we would never do that, I'm not like that, we're setting ourselves up for a fight and an argument, and a split and a division and more separation. So to me it is a great act of humility to start wanting to even entertain the idea that we do have a shadow and to explore our shadow, both the light shadow that I touched on yesterday as well as what I would call the dark shadow. I'm going to touch on that more this week. But what happens when we don't acknowledge our shadow is we're forever fighting, I think, with the people in our world. We're judging them, we're making them wrong, we're putting them down, we're invalidating them. Not a recipe for a happy life, I don't think. To me, acknowledging, owning and integrating our shadow is the path of a powerful life, of a happy life, of a whole life, I think. But I'll talk more about that as the week goes on. So I hope this is useful. God bless. Have a good day. Bye-bye.